Good morning. It is Friday, May 10th. We're kicking off a little weekend in my life vlog, I guess. It is pouring down rain. I hope you can see that, but it's just so yucky out. I have started working, but I'm gonna take a little break to do my 30-minute YouTube workout. So I, for the month of May, have really been wanting to just find a little bit more consistency with working out. We have paused our CrossFit membership until after our wedding in June, just because we're so freaking busy. We're traveling back and forth down to my parents' house to do wedding stuff, and we've been traveling. I had my bachelorette party in Scotland. My fiance had his bachelor party in Vegas. I had a work trip in Orlando this week that I got back from. So it's just been crazy freaking busy, and working out, like actually driving to CrossFit, has been really difficult for us. So I started doing a 12-week, 5 days a week, 12-week program with by Heather Robertson. It's her Express 12-week program. So it's only 30 minutes per exercise, like per workout video, which is great. It's just the perfect amount of time to like get in a good sweat sesh. So I'm about to do that now. I'll film some of it, and yeah, then I'll just take you through the weekend. Okay, workout is done, 30 minutes. Love that. I have to go back to work. It's 10 a.m. I have a 10:30 meeting. I'm gonna make some breakfast before I head back to my desk really quick. I made this like, oh my God. I made this like really crazy, weird concoction, I guess you could call it. But it's basically, this is what it looks like. It's imitation crab with corn, orange bell pepper, cottage cheese, a little bit of mayo, a little bit of sour cream, lots of Old Bay, and just a little bit of honey. And I like to put it on these Wasa multigrain crisp bread things. These are Swedish, knäckebröd. And yeah, the cottage cheese, so imitation crab doesn't really have a whole lot of protein in it. So I was like, what can I add to make it more protein dense? And cottage cheese was the answer. And it's actually really good. So weird combination, I guess, but it's actually very delicious. All right, I'm sitting in my super dark office. My ceiling fan light it stopped working. It like blew a fuse or something. It's LED, and I have no idea how to fix it, but this is what my breakfast is looking like. This is actually such a good combination. I shared it to my Instagram yesterday, and someone said that they were trying to find a way to make crab rangoon that had more protein, and seeing that I had cottage cheese in this made her think that she should try that with her crab rangoon, and that's such a good idea. Or like a crab rangoon dip or something. I'm trying really hard to make sure that I eat something savory in the morning before I have my tea that I like to have. That does have, I don't use like real sugar, I use equal artificial sugar, artificial sweetener. I don't know if you've seen this woman I've been seeing her YouTube shorts. I think she must be on Instagram or something, but I think it's Glucose Revolution or something about glucose. I'll try and find her and tag or link her stuff down below. But she's a biochemist who, I guess, specializes in studying blood glucose and how the spikes in blood glucose affect, all kinds of things with your health. And I am guilty of sometimes having sweet things with nothing in my stomach, or starting off eating a dessert rather than eating something savory, or like for breakfast going for something sweet. Like very typical American, you start off with maybe, if you go out, like pancakes or waffles or something that are super sweet. It's really simple, but it just kind of struck a chord with me. And not only that, but I've really been trying to focus on eating protein a lot more and being a lot more careful with my eating, because I feel like the last few months have let things sort of slip, or just not have been very mindful, which happens. Like, it's nothing, I mean, you're human, you can't be perfect all the time. I'm sorry if you hear my dogs in the background, they're going crazy. I'm having issues right now with my insurance covering the GLP-1 medication that I'm on. I had been able to switch to Ozempic earlier this year because I didn't need a prior authorization for that with my insurance, and then I got a notification this week, or last week or something, that I now need a prior authorization for Ozempic or Mounjaro, Zepbound, Wegovy. I now need a prior authorization for any GLP-1 medication. So I'm trying to get approved for Zepbound because that is the obesity FDA approved medication. Ozempic and Mounjaro are for diabetes, and that would pretty much immediately get denied by my insurance. I think there are a lot of shortage issues right now, and it's just all really crazy. So I don't know. It's kind of up in the air. I have like 3 doses of my medication left, so I'm trying to like spread them out and just be on my P's and Q's, which I need to be anyway. And maybe being on this medication, I've become a little bit lax, or I've let my professional life and my personal life, planning this wedding, take over, and I've not been able to prioritize my physical wellness, but also my nutritional wellness. So at the beginning of May, I was like, I really need to be more consistent, more on my P's and Q's, more diligent about what I'm doing. I'm a member of the Tribe, which is the Real Insights into Bariatric Eating. It's an online community with tons of resources, access to dietitians, access to support groups. It's basically like a private Instagram kind of thing. It's a website, but it was started by a bariatric dietitian. Her name is Jamie Mills. On Instagram, she's the Sleeve Dietitian, and she has written a book, which I have. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere. I was actually one of the first people who got to read a first draft of her book. She started the Tribe. It's an amazing resource. And so at the beginning of May, they started this 4-month consistency program called the Summer Shred Down, which is like shredding the idea that you have to have a certain body or be focused on getting into a bikini in the summer. It's really focusing on consistency. And it goes over the 8 parts of the wellness wheel. So month of May, it's been talking about physical wellness and nutritional wellness, which I think is apropos for where I am right now in the month of May. At the beginning of this video, I mentioned that I'm doing the Heather Robertson, which I will link the playlist down below, the Heather Robertson 12-week express workout program. It's 30 minutes, 5 days a week. I picked my own rest days just based on what worked for my schedule. But she has like on her website a free schedule guide and all that stuff, and then the workouts are free on YouTube. It's pretty incredible. So I actually found her during the pandemic. I have done some of her YouTube workouts before, so it felt really familiar, but it's just been a great way for me to work out at home. I don't have to worry about leaving my dogs. I don't have to worry about like getting out of work in time. That's been the hardest part, is my job is very demanding. And there are some days where like I aim to log off at 5 p.m. so I can make it to my 5:30 workout class. And like something pulls me in and I have to stay, like I get called into a meeting or I have to finish things up and I can't log off when I want to log off. So in this season of life right now for me, these YouTube workouts are the way to go. I've loved CrossFit. I hope to get back, or I might go back to Pure Barre. I don't know. I'm kind of just like, let me get through the wedding first and then we'll figure it out from there. But yeah, I actually have to hop into a meeting, but I just wanted to chat about my breakfast, chat about kind of what's going on, and we'll chat more throughout the weekend as I film and things like that. Just made bed, and I have logged off for work for the day. So I'm gonna take a shower. I did my workout and I need to shower. My hair is so dirty and gross. So gonna go do that. And now the sheets are clean. The bed is nice and made. Love that. Happy Friday, whoop whoop. All right, showered, ready for the day at 2 p.m. Just wearing some jeans and this collared white t-shirt. The t-shirt I actually got from my grandmother. It's from Ann Taylor. They don't sell it anymore. I love it so much. Like, it's just such a good shirt. And then these jeans are some of my favorite jeans from H&M. I will try and link them. They've been like out of stock in most sizes, but they're like the slim mom jean. They fit my body so well and they're so comfortable. I have Old Navy jeans too and I love those, but these are somehow more comfortable. And they hit a really good length for me, like right at my ankle, which is what I prefer. So yeah, just thought I'd show you the outfit. I have these little earrings in that I got at a consignment shop down in Florida a couple years ago. And I have my ring, of course, Apple Watch, and hair tie, hair scrunchie thing. I am making my lunch. I'm also filming on my phone for Instagram, but I am trying out these Real Good Foods chicken nuggets for the first time. Never had these, so we're gonna give them a go. I'm just gonna make like a barbecue ranch chicken salad. So here's what the salad looks like. Looks really good. I just used these sauces here. I did leave a piece sort of left. I'm just gonna cut it up or cut a piece off. It's good. I probably overcooked them because they're a little dry. I don't think they're as crispy as like the Just Bare nuggets or like the Costco version of those, but they're not bad. They taste like chicken. So there we go, a win. All right, I'm gonna go eat this. My fiance is on his way home. I also have some pork ribs defrosting. These were on like a pretty decent sale a couple weeks ago at the grocery store. And we don't have a grill, but I'm gonna try and find a recipe that I can like make them in the oven or something. So hoping to find that. We'll probably make those tomorrow. We have like Chipotle at home leftovers. Like I made Chipotle chicken yesterday and we have a bunch of toppings and stuff. Very similar to this, honestly, just different toppings. So yeah. Hi, happy Saturday. Continuing this vlog. I just got back from Harris Teeter, the grocery store. Thought I would do a little grocery haul. I'm making something I've never made before today, and that is ribs. We got some, I think I shared actually in the other clip, we got some pork spare ribs. Were on sale. I defrosted one rack and I had this other one and I was like, I'll go ahead and defrost this. If it's not defrosted in time for today, we'll just make the second rack tomorrow. Cause I'm not sure how much we'll eat and it would be nice to have leftovers. So starting off, I got milk. This is my fiance's preferred milk, the Lactaid. So we get that. And then I have recently discovered this Oikos Pro Vanilla. It's 23 grams of protein. It's really good. So got that. I'm so glad I remembered to bring my reusable bags. So handy. With the ribs, I am making mac and cheese per my fiance's request. So I got 2 different kinds of cheese. I got Gruyere and then this English aged cheddar. So we shall use those. I got 2 containers of the Good Culture low-fat cottage cheese. This is the best cottage cheese, in my opinion. I won't eat any other brand of cottage cheese than this. So I got 2. I got some pears because they were on sale. Got 2 of those. I needed butter and the Kerrygold was on sale. I got a red bell pepper because I'm gonna make that imitation crab thing again. I'm just hyperfixated on it. Strawberries were on sale, buy one get one free, so I got 2 punnets of this. And I figured we'll use one of them to make some chocolate covered strawberries tonight. So that should be fun. We both love white chocolate, so I got the Ghirardelli white chocolate melting chocolate, so handy dandy. Got some lettuce. The bacon was on sale. Imitation crab. I just got the Harris Teeter brand. Pasta for the mac and cheese. Barbecue sauce for the ribs. Panko for the mac and cheese. These Propel kiwi strawberry packets, so good. Very expensive at Harris Teeter. 1 box was like $5 and I can get 1 box for like $3.60 at Walmart. So gotta remember to go to Walmart and stock up on those because they're our favorite. And then we got some strawberry sorbet. So we'll give that a try. We really love the, I think it's Outshine strawberry no sugar added popsicles, but they didn't have any of those. So we'll just give this a try. And I'm gonna prep stuff. So I also have corn on the cob for dinner tonight too. So we'll have the ribs, corn on the cob, and mac and cheese. So that should be tasty and delicious. I'm gonna wait to prep my imitation crab stuff until tomorrow so that it's a little more fresh for the week. Anyway, we had like a really slow morning. We didn't get out of bed until 10 a.m., which is pretty unheard of for us because we have dogs and they need to go out. But they slept in with us, which was kind of impressive to say the least. I hate wasting food, but this is just stuff that we had that didn't get eaten, unfortunately. Does anyone else have to rearrange the dishwasher after their significant other has put stuff in it? Because I do all the time. Because I'm anal retentive. It's not great. It's not a nice thing to do, but I do it as I can. I like how I load the dishwasher. I hate Tupperware in the dishwasher, but I hate washing it by hand even more. I've been trying to be better about using gloves when I wash dishes by hand to protect my nails because my nails are so brittle. They just break so easily, and my hands are in water all the time, so.
You look great today.
Thank you.
The first time ever.
You're such a dick.
You love me.
Yep. Yep, I do.
You're like, you're so sweet. No, you're just an asshole. You set that up.
I think this is like 2 pounds of cheese or something. So yeah, I'm just gonna wrap it up because I'm not ready to make the mac and cheese yet. It's time to prep le ribs. I have a recipe. I need to figure out if it has like a membrane thing. Is that just cow? I mean, these are pork. Oh yeah, it does. All right, I think that's good enough. It said season liberally with salt and pepper. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't have a spice rub or anything. Well, maybe I do. I guess I could use this Trader Joe's barbecue 101 seasoning. Okay. You're just supposed to wrap it in aluminum foil and leave it meat side up. Bake until the meat falls off easily. So bake for like 2.5 to 3.5 hours. So I'll do 3 and we'll see how it goes. All right, and now I think I'm gonna do the strawberries. These are pretty easy to use. You just put them in the microwave. They're just little discs. I'm just melting mine in a glass measuring cup. So you just literally dunk them in. I think that's good. I think those are all the chocolate covered strawberries we need. All right, I'll come back in a couple hours and we'll see what kind of progress we've made with the ribs and probably start making the mac and cheese. All right, I just started making the cheese sauce. I will show you what I have going on over here. So this is the bechamel. I just added like all of the milk. It's actually 3 cups milk and then 1 cup of heavy cream, and I already did the roux. So I'm just gonna let this cook. I saw somewhere that to have like a really good roux that's not like grainy or lumpy, you really have to let the bechamel cook for a good 20-25 minutes. So that's what I'm gonna do, which is fine because the ribs are still in the oven and they have about 40-50 minutes left. So I think we're good. I need to get out the corn on the cob to start shucking those. I don't have to shuck them completely. They're like half shucked. Just gotta finish that and then boil those. Yeah, I think we're cooking with oil, you know? I just got back from a walk too. I waited a little too long. The rain started, I went out in a raincoat and a hat and the rain started like 10 minutes, or like I was 10 minutes away from the house when it started drizzling. So I made it back in time, but I'm just kind of over this rain. We've had a lot of it, which makes me nervous because, well, I'm hoping we have a lot of rain in May and then June is gorgeous, particularly on June 21st and 22nd. If we can just have beautiful sunshine weather for my wedding and rehearsal dinner, that would be fantastic. You know, that would be great. All right, I'll come back when things are rocking and rolling. All right, the mac and cheese is looking really good. I love a saucy mac and cheese. I don't like dry, so this looks so good to me. I just used the shell pasta, medium shell. So I'm gonna top this with cheese and then this is how my fiance's mom makes her mac and cheese. She puts like ripped up white bread in butter and then puts it on top. It's actually so good. So I'm gonna add that. Here are the ribs. I am shook. I mean, ignore what's on the pan, but like, hello? They look so good. I'm so excited. And then I have the corn on the cob just resting over here while the mac and cheese is still in the oven. Looking like that. Oops. Yeah, I am so excited to eat. Everything smells So good. I'm so ready. Here is what my plate looks like. Ribs, mac and cheese, corn. Very excited. Let me try some of the mac and cheese here on camera. It smells so good and it looks so good. Money. And some ribs. Holy crap. Those are so good. Good morning. I feel like you've been in my kitchen a lot, so let's move to a different area. Welcome to my living room. We're in front of my nice big window. I think last where I left off, I was making that mac and cheese and the ribs and stuff. Came out well. I don't know where I left off in the clip, but I burned the top of the mac and cheese, which I'm still so upset about. Yeah, it bugs me, but that's okay. You live and learn, and I shouldn't have set the broiler timer for 3 minutes. I should have done 1 minute and then checked it, and then, you know. I just got back from the morning walk. It's Monday morning. It's almost 8 o'clock, and on my walks on Monday mornings with the dogs, I listen to the Former Fat Friend podcast. I will link it down below. Sorry. So on Monday mornings, I listen to the Former Fat Friend podcast. It's actually hosted by 3 of my friends in the bariatric space, and I was on the one episode with them last week. I did an episode with them. It's called Gastric Bypass and GLP-1s. They have 7 episodes out. It's super, bingeable at this point, but really great episodes. It's my friends Casey at Maintaining Casey on Instagram, Allie, she's at Allie is losing it _RNY, and then Lisa, who is at Leaning Into Lisa. And I will link all of their Instagrams down below, and I will link their podcast. I listen to it on Spotify, but you can listen to it on any major streaming platform, so like Apple, and I'll try and remember to post the Apple link as well. But it's just a really fun podcast. It's not anything, like in their first episode, they say like they're not trying to be Google, they're not trying to like educate necessarily. They're just trying to have like conversations with and about bariatric surgery and weight loss and all that stuff. And it was really fun to be on the podcast, and I'd never done a podcast before, so that was really fun. And then I also listened to Bose and Company. I don't know if you know Emily O and Bose, but those are the 2 podcasts that I listen to. Those are the only ones. I'm not a huge podcast person, but for some reason these 2 podcasts, I'm like, okay, yeah, I can listen to these. And it's nice for when I go on my walks with the dogs in the morning, because I try and do a really longer walk with them in the morning. So this one took like 45-50 minutes, which is about the length of a Former Fat Friend podcast episode, which is great. I didn't really vlog yesterday at all. I don't know, we didn't do much of anything. We went for a family walk in the morning, and then we just kind of binge watched Below Deck all weekend. So we started with the original Below Deck, caught up there, and then we started the new season of Below Deck Mediterranean. We love that show. It's actually a show that my fiance got me hooked on when we first started. My allergies are so bad. When we first started dating. So it's just kind of our show that we watch together, and it's a lot of fun. And then I did go for a walk by myself yesterday. I did like 2 miles, and then my fiance and I ended up going for a shorter walk together later on. And then I did prep my crab cottage cheese salad kind of thing, so I have that. I'm gonna have that for breakfast today. For dinner, I did defrost that other rack of ribs, but my fiance ate the leftovers that we had from Saturday for lunch on Sunday, and he was like, I don't really want ribs for dinner again. And I was like, cool, because I don't really want ribs either. It was kind of one of those foods where I'm like, it's a one and done kind of thing for me. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the defrosted rack of ribs. I don't think I can refreeze it, but I've done that before and it's been fine. So whatever. So instead we decided, we have a Sheetz gas station in our neighborhood. And they do, it's basically like a Wawa, just a different brand, different company. And they do subs, not as good as Wawa, but I got a grilled chicken sub with, I add pepperoni, provolone, lettuce, pickles, and honey mustard. And I got a 6-inch, just like a half a sub. And then I ate probably a little bit more than half of it. And then my fiance got a 6-inch sub. And then we love the Sheetz mozzarella sticks. So he got an order of those. And I think a bigger order. So it came with like 9 or 10 mozz sticks. I think I had 2 or 3 of those. They're so good. And then I did have a Diet Coke. I got a small Diet Coke. And it ended up being free because I had Sheetz points. So, I mean, it kind of was necessary. I have been really watching my diet soda intake. I don't drink regular soda. If I drink a soda, it's always diet. I have been trying to be mindful about my intake with Diet Coke. Because sometimes I can be like, oh, well, I'll just drink a Diet Coke rather than eating. And that's not good, you know? Kind of like how I'm really trying to eat food before I drink my morning tea. And I'm trying to be mindful of my blood sugars. I think I spoke earlier in the video about finding the glucose goddess on Instagram and YouTube Shorts, which I'll link her stuff below. She's a little, like, some of the things she talks about are a little quacky, but what she talks about with regards to the glucose and just making sure that you don't spike your blood sugar so much. And that's by, she says to eat veggies first and then protein and then fat and then carbs or whatever. I think that's the order. But as a bariatric patient, I'm always going to try and focus on eating my protein first. And usually I, at this point, like mix things. Like if I'm eating a salad, I'm trying to eat all the protein first, but I'm also getting in bites of veggies, you know what I mean? So just trying to be super mindful. My period ended on Saturday. I'm now in the best phase of my cycle, the follicular phase. And I want to do a whole video about how and why I started tracking my period and tracking my menstrual cycle in its entirety. But I'm in the follicular phase, and this is arguably, to me, the best phase because I feel my best. I have the most energy, and it just feels really good. And usually I drop a bit of weight because when you're on your period, I bloat up and I'm holding on to so much water and blood, quite frankly, that by the time my period's over, I've dropped like 5 pounds. So that's nice. So I'm feeling pretty skinty today. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of end off this vlog. I know it's a little bit all over the place, and I think I have like 2 hours of footage to edit. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, I also did my workout this morning. My Heather Robertson workout was all about thigh toning and thigh workouts. So that was good. And we are trying to wake up early in the morning. So we got up at 6 a.m. and I did my workout, and then I took the dogs for a walk, and now it's 8 o'clock. And I am not gonna shower this morning. I'm gonna shower tonight because I'm gonna try and go for a walk, maybe on my lunch break or something like that. And yeah. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. As always, please subscribe if you haven't already. Go follow my Instagram. I post on there all the time if you want to keep up to date. And then also please like this video and leave a comment. I love to read the comments, and I'm trying to be better about replying and seeing the comments on YouTube. So thank you. Bye.